I'm Ariel Hyatt, and this is the Cyber PR Music Podcast, Dispatches for the New Music Business. This show is all about helping independent artists stop chasing buzz and start building bonds, real fan relationships that lead to income and long-term, fulfilling careers. Hi, Ariel Hyatt here. You are listening to, or perhaps watching, the Cyber PR Music Podcast. This week, this episode, this moment, we are getting into the third step in the bond marketing funnel. The bond marketing funnel is a 9-step funnel that I created for my new book, From Buzz to Bond. And this season, we are unpacking, both with some of my favorite people in the music business and with these solo episodes, the different phases of the funnel. So the third part is called capture buckets. And while I was reverse engineering how we do all of our work at Cyber PR, it occurred to me that one of the main things that we teach our artists to do is capture fans. But when we were going and analyzing what artists had out in the world and how they were expressing their brands, we realized there were not enough capture buckets to actually get the fans in the door. Attention is not the goal. Ownership is. And capture buckets are what you set out to try to get as much ownership as possible. As I was writing Buzz to Bond, which I wrote sort of as a reaction from feeling really frustrated by seeing artists spending inordinate amount of time, money, energy, effort on Spotify playlisting, trying to go viral on TikTok, and growing their social media numbers, and realizing that they couldn't even put 30 people 5 miles outside of their hometown, and feeling like, wait, we've got it all wrong. I started reverse engineering what was missing. I realized one of the major pieces that is missing is email capture. But email capture isn't the only ask that you're going to give online. So capture buckets are a bit universal. You will set out capture buckets to get people to take almost any action on social media to drive them towards where you want them to. And what we realized was very few artists have more than one capture bucket set up. So think about this and take a reality check. Your social media does not equal your fan ownership. This is where you're renting from Zuck. Your Spotify has absolutely nothing to do with how you're gathering true fans. Yes, you can get the analytics, but that ownership belongs to Ek. And here we are, spending huge amounts of money in buzz marketing danger loops, where we're buying meta ads to send people to Spotify, and you're not owning anything. So let's go back to these capture buckets. If it were pouring rain and you were desperately thirsty, would you set out just one tiny cup? No. You would get absolutely every receptacle that you could get your hands on, and you would put it out all over the place in order to get all the rain that's falling. That's sort of what you want to think about when you're thinking about what capture buckets are and how they function. There are 7 types of capture buckets that I've identified. Of course, there is the email capture on your website. There is an exclusive offer that you can give. Maybe it's a behind-the-scenes video or a cool download or an exclusive track that no one's ever seen before. Number 3, there's social media capture. This is where you actually ask people to specifically follow you on a social channel. And social media capture gets overwhelming for fans because if you've got 22 different little emoticons on your website, they don't know which one they should be following you on. The 4th one is the pre-save capture. Recently on my blog, I have been rethinking and repositioning pre-saves. I don't think they hold as much value as they used to, but a forever pre-save where someone saves your next track and then they are forever pre-saving from now into the future is absolutely worth your while. The 5th capture bucket is the real world in real life capture. Maybe you have a special event like a listening party or you're playing out. Do you have QR codes everywhere? Do you have clipboards? When people come to the merch table to purchase something or talk to you, are you capturing as much of their detail as possible? The sixth one is a text message or an SMS capture. Perhaps that's working for your brand to have a text message list and or even a WhatsApp group could be appropriate. And the seventh one is the physical address capture. And I know that sounds a little bit old school, but if you have a small item to give away, like a sticker or a beer koozie or something that's inexpensive, ask your fans for their address, mail them a couple of stickers and a little love note, and that is a great way of figuring out where your fans actually live, which can help inform when you're going on tour. So those are the 7 types of capture buckets. And you want to look at also how frequently are you asking fans to take actions on social media. Just asking one time on your website, buried at the bottom of the fold, is not going to be how people are going to sign up to your email list. Fans are not as smart as you think they are. They need invitations to get into those capture buckets, and it's your job to invite them. Quick thing, if you're trying to figure out how to actually make money from your music, I've got a free training for you. In it, I break down how to move from chasing streams and followers to building real fans who actually support you. You can watch it right now at the link in bio or at cyberprmusic.com. Click on free webinar. Go check it out. It'll connect the dots. I want to tell you about a client of mine. He's been making music for years. In fact, he was on The Voice. Not only was he on The Voice, which, as we know, is a nationally televised, huge television show that millions of people watch, he's had 4 different record labels. He's toured the world with some very well-known household names, and he's one of the more talented artists I've ever had the pleasure of representing. And guess what? He has no email list and no fan base that he can call his own. So once I identified that that was a major, major issue, we started putting out capture buckets for him. And for artists like that, who's already got a lot going on and has recognition, it has been a really fun journey to reverse engineer the capture buckets. But even if you don't have millions of people that are sort of in your aura to capture, you want to remember this. People are always asking in their minds, what's in it for me? In marketing speak, that's called the WIFM. What's in it for me? When people land on your social media or when they land on your website, they're immediately running a little tape in the back of their brain that's going, is this for me? Is this for me? Is this for me? And you need to provide that. So this is where the Big Fat Juicy Bribe enters into your capture bucket. Just asking someone for an email address basically says, give me your email address and I'm going to send you more email, which no one wants. But a nice invitation that warmly says, if you provide your email address, I won't spam, I won't sell it, I won't do anything shady, and you're going to get to come on a magical journey with me as I unpack the next year of my life on the road, as I record my music behind the scenes, as I, whatever it is, invite. And then put something behind when they get the email to you. It will auto-deliver a special video, a bundle of tracks, or a cool PDF. Maybe it's a piece of art that you've designed. Anything goes when it comes to the Big Fat Juicy Bribe. The point is, answer the what's in it for me and make sure that the bribe is designed for your ideal fan personas. Remember, you spent time defining who are they. Now ask yourself, what would they like? And design a bribe that's delivered. Important. This is not something that should make you feel desperate or thirsty. A lot of times I notice that musicians are judgmental when they see things like this. Other artists giving things away or making asks or sending out capture buckets. That is because you are an artist. You're not thinking like a fan. Fans think differently. So when you're building your email list or when you're making offers like this, you're not making offers for the other musicians that you know. You're making offers for actual fans that are communicating with your brand. Don't let the scroll be the end of your story. This capture bucket is critical because you have to capture fans if you want to build community. We will be unpacking community as we go down the bond marketing funnel. But for now, remember this. Buzz gets attention. Getting your tune-up into shape creates the journey. And the capture buckets set out the opportunity. This is Ariel Hyatt. Thank you so much for watching, listening, and joining the Cyber PR Music Podcast. And if any of this feels interesting and you'd like to take a deeper journey with me, come check out my 7-week mastermind, where I will take a small exclusive cohort through the 7 steps of the bond marketing funnel so you can put everything you hear into direct practice and grow your fan base with me as your guide in real time. This is not about more followers or more streams. It's about real fans who actually support you. If you want to go deeper, check out the free Buzz to Bond webinar in the show notes, or visit Cyber PR Music for over 300 articles and strategies for today's music business. Less buzz, more bond.